For the last video in section 2 of module 3, we're still dealing with functions. And as I already had mentioned, we're rewriting things in function notation. So notice that we have y equals f of 5x minus 3. So that's the same thing as f of x equals 5x minus 3. And then over here, just because it's a fraction doesn't change that at all. It's as long as the y is all alone, then we're okay. So then we have f of x equals 2/3 x plus 12. But it is important that the y is all alone in that particular case. So what's the function notation for this one? F of x equals 14x plus 8. F of x equals 14x plus 8. Okay, so now we're going to go through and we're going to find some function values. So to do that, you'll see we're just going to be plugging some things in. So when I want to find f of 5, notice that I'm going to plug in a 5 for x, so I'm going to plug in a 5 here. So we're going to plug that in. So we're going to go over to another screen over here, and we're going to plug that in. Oops, it's right there. So we have 4x minus 12. We're going to plug in a 5, so that equals 4 times 5 minus 12, which equals 20 minus 12, which equals 8. Now we want to find f of 2 minus 4. Now notice we're only plugging in a 2 for the x. This is outside the function. So we're first going to plug that in. So we're going to say 4 times 2 minus 12, which is this part, then another minus 4. So that's going to be 8 minus 12 minus 4, which equals, does not equal 0, which equals negative 8. Okay, and the reason why it's negative 8, I have a negative 4 when I subtract those two, and then negative 4 minus negative 4 is negative 8. Okay, f of negative 3, so I can see the equation kind of from here, so I know what it looks like. So I'm just going to plug in a negative 3, so 4 times negative 3 minus 12 plus 8. That is negative 12 minus 12 plus 8, which is negative 24 plus 8, which is negative 16. And then finally, we can still see the equation there, so that's nice. So we get 4 times 1 minus 12. That's for this one. Plus 4 times 6 minus 12 for the other one. So that gives me 4 minus 12 plus 24 minus 12. These cancel, so that just equals 4. So our answers are 8, negative 8, negative 16, and 4. So 8, negative 8, negative 16, and 4. Okay, so that's what we do when we go through and we plug all of those in. Okay, some more evaluating. Notice that we have now a squared, so we have to plug that in. So when we plug in for a squared, you must use parentheses. So here we have the g of x. That's what it equals. We're going to plug everything in. So we're going to do 3 times negative 8 squared plus 12 times negative 8. Remember, this is not minus there. Plus 9. So then we have to do order of operations. We do the squared first. So that would be 3 times 64 minus 12 times 8 is 96, if I remember correctly, and then plus 9. And then we do 3 times 64, 192, minus 96 plus 9. I'm going to add the two positives together because it's easier to do that first. So I get 201 minus 96. So that would be 105. For the next one, 3x squared plus 12x. So I'm just going to plug these in. So I'm going to do this one first. So I get 3 times 5 squared plus 12 times 5 plus 9 plus, that's this plus right here. And then I have 3 times 2 squared plus 12 times 2 plus 9 do the power first. So 3 times 25. 12 times 5 is 60, plus 9, plus 3 times 4, plus 24, plus 9. 3 times 25 is 75, plus 60, plus 9, plus 12, plus 24, plus 9. Now we're going to add these up. So these two, I get 135. I get 144. I get 156. I get 180. I get 189. So my answer would be 189. Okay, and then the last one says 4 times g of 7. So g of 7 we're going to plug in kind of like this. This is the equation, kind of. So we have 4 times 3 times 7 squared plus 12 times 7 plus 9. That is 4 times 3 times 49. 12 times 7 is 84 plus 9. 3 times 49 is 147 plus 84 plus 9. Notice we're doing an order of operations. Doing parentheses first. I'm still going to add these up. So 147 plus 84 plus 9. 7 plus 4 is 11. 20. 6 plus 8 is 14. 240 times 4. 0. 4 times 4 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8. 9. 960. So I should get 960 for that last one. I got some big numbers here. So let's see. So I got 105, 189, 960. So I got 105, 189, and 960. I really hope they're right. Okay, and those are them. Okay, so just going through the math, you can see how we did that. Make sure you go back through that a little slowly so you can see exactly what I did. Okay, interpreting more function values. We only have I think this is our last one before the check, if I remember. Yes. So here is my equation, 9.25 times x. So if we plug in an 8 there, we're going to do 9.25 times 8. If we multiply those together, and I did those ahead of time on my calculator, so that's 74. So notice that this means that he will make $74. If I plug in 14 and I multiply those two together, I get 129.50. Okay, this one I do it and I plug it in 27.5, and I actually get 254.375. But of course, for money, we can't have that. So you'd have to round it up to 38. That's what we would get. Okay, and that would be our answers that we go through for that one. Okay, just plugging it in, multiplying, and now we go to the check, and we are done with Module 3, Section 2.